Welcome back to another Alliance War. This is Season 19, War number 2. For Loki is up against ISO8A Anonymous. These guys have practically a 60 million Alliance rating, and we already know that they're pretty tough. We've played them countless times through over the seasons, and yeah, we know we're in for a tough war. I've got a little bit of a different setup with me here today. The Queen is back, got Medusa back in action, along with Void, and is that magic as well? Not only that, but check out these defensive tactics, man. Stubborn. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. I'm on path number 5 in section 1 here. First note is ebb and flow knockdown, which means I need to knock the opponent down. Otherwise, I'm not going to be dealing any damage, really. I'm going to go ahead and pop on a combat regen boost just because I had one expiring, not because I thought that I really needed it here. And I'll be going in with Medusa. So I got a knockdown blade. I'm assuming blade was put here just because, you know, debuffs, they don't last as long against blade. So they're probably thinking that, you know, to parry this guy and get heavy attacks off to knock him down could make it slightly more annoying. They probably did not expect to get a kill out of this node, but hey, anytime you can just find a little bit, you know, something a little bit more annoying to throw at the enemy, why not put it there, right? And it does trip me up in one case we're going to get to at the end of this fight. First off, let's talk a little bit about the stubborn war tactic or defensive tactic. Basically, anytime I dex an attack, like right now, the opponent goes indestructible until I block their attack. So that's basically what stubborn is. You get an offensive tactic as well, attack tactic, I guess is what it's called, if you bring in a defensive attacker as well. Check this out though. I parry and I went for the heavy attack and he shrugged off the parry stun super quick, and I didn't know what was happening, but I forgot that in ebb and flow, when that timer is up, when you knock them down, you gain a fury, and when that fury is about to expire, the opponent will actually shrug off all debuffs. So something to watch out for. Fortunately, it didn't cost me a you know, a death here or anything like that, but it did cost me a potion, so a little bit annoying, something that I will be paying attention to going forward. All right, so Darkhawk, pretty similar. We have ebb and flow knockdown, and he also has heavy hitter, which means heavy attacks are not interrupted, so he basically goes unstoppable during the heavy attacks, so I just can't counter those. Otherwise, no big deal. I'm just going to build myself to a special 1, once again being cautious to not attack during those heavy attacks. I want to build myself to a special 1. I'm actually going to get that special 1 off right now. This will allow me to armor shatter Darkhawk, and now he's not going to be gaining any power. He's not going to have any abilities active, really. He's pretty much down for the count, sort of. As long as that armor shatter stays on, he's down for the count. Now, he's being pretty defensive, just blocking in the corner like this, and I was thinking to myself, I'm probably not going to get to a special 3, and I just want to armor shatter this guy again. So let me play a little bit passive myself. I'll wait for the armor shadow to drop off, and then I'll just do a double medium to L1, get the armor shadow reapplied. It didn't even give him enough power to get back to an L1, so I don't even have to worry about baiting that out. And from here, I'm good. I'm just going to get to a special 2. Slowly, at least. Once again, he still goes unstoppable, which is surprising. I thought that the armor shatter would turn that off as well, but I get to a special 2. I've got the 3 furies up. I let it rip, and Darkhawk goes down. All right, moving on. We're still in section 1. We're at the end of section 1. This is the section 1 mini boss here in Invisible Woman, and I have to reapply a boost, unfortunately. I did pop the extended duration health because I figured that'd be the case, but for the attack I have enough of the regular 10%ers that I was just using those. All right, so we've got Power Snack 2, which says that for every 7 seconds the next buff that is triggered by the attacker is immediately nullified, and Invisible Woman in this case would gain power from it. So I'll be using Void, and I just want to make sure that I'm not triggering dexterity, at least not right away. And luckily, because Void is hashtag defensive, I actually have some perfect block here, so it kind of works out that I don't need to dex, and it's just going to be an added little cushion for me. Now, the biggest thing to pay attention to when fighting Invisible Woman is her invisible counter, or whatever you want to call it. It is predictable. It's not random when she turns invisible. Right now, it's on cooldown. I'll point it out in a second, but I also have 2 Petrify, so at this point, I'm pretty good to go in terms of dexing. She's not going to be gaining power. But I still do block the specials for the most part because honestly they just don't hit that hard. So you can see her invisible counter counting down right now. It just turned yellow. It's at 40. It's dropping, and as soon as that hits 0, she's going to go invisible. And right here, I thought there was enough time for me to attack her once, because that's how you get her out of her invisible state. You have to hit her once, and you can do that safely by parry stunning and then attacking. You know, but because the attack is guaranteed to miss, and there wasn't enough time after her special, she was able to hit me a little bit, but it's okay. All right, so here we go. She's not invisible anymore, but the counter once again is ticking down. It's about halfway down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That ticked down way faster than I was expecting. Caught me off guard. Luckily, I was able to pull back just fast enough, and it took her out of invisible. It was kind of slick the way that worked, but that was not intentional. That was completely accidental. And there we go. Invisible Woman is down. We're still clean through the first half of this war. I definitely took this war a bit more seriously than the last one. The last one, you know, was trying not to die and everything, but I mean, I was kind of slacking. Let's be real here. So this war, I really tried to get back in my old war groove, really preparing for all these fights as best I could. And gonna pop some reactivate some boosts here. These are also a little bit different, a little bit harder fights, or maybe harder is not the right word. Fights that I'm not familiar with, so harder in that sense. Because I have Mojo up next, and I really have not faced Mojo much at all. So I did a little bit of practicing, and I wanted to be totally safe. We know, once again, that ISO8A, they really bring it for each war. So I actually ranked up my magic. I'm gonna upload a video of that later on, but I had to, I didn't have to, but I wanted to rank her up to do this fight, because I figured it'd make things safe. I also removed the dexterity mastery, just to really be safe. Didn't think it was totally necessary to do that, but figured whatever, it's not the biggest deal. I almost never remove any masteries for any reason. Well, the dexterity mastery, that is. But anyway, I pop a power start 1 as well, so we'll just get Mojo nice and backed up against the wall, send the L1, and yeah, man, from here, we're just gonna lock him down. Now, I am not the best when it comes to intercepting and all that good stuff. And even like the corner lock, just hitting them as they're standing up. It's just not something that I've practiced, is what it comes down to. So you're gonna see that you know, I go for it a little bit here, but ultimately I get a lot of my openings just from parries. This guy also has such a weird animation. He's such a large character that I swear, even when I got like the stand-up intercept thing against him in the corner, I couldn't even tell if he was blocking the attacks or not. You know, again, just a little bit of inexperience. But in any case, yeah, Mojo, he goes down. Magic handled Mojo like a champ. And yeah, Mojo down for the count. All right, moving on. We've got Warlock. Man, I didn't even cover the node for that Mojo. But that Mojo, he had some power gain stuff. He had spite and all that. All right, anyway, this Warlock has aspect of evolution. I still have my my power start 1 active. And this dude is not even going to get that first bar of power. We're just going to totally shut him down with Medusa. If anyone out there is questioning whether Medusa is still a top champion, yeah, Medusa, she still has it, man. I get that question all the time. You think Medusa's still worth ranking up in 2020? Yeah, man, she's still good. She's still a beast. She can still shut down robots like nobody's business. And this is some good proof of that right there. I could have popped an L2 and probably ended this fight a little bit faster, but I figured, let me just play it safe. We'll pop the L3. This will reapply the armor shatter. I think there's a chance for it not to work. I can't remember exactly how Warlock works. I don't know if I had anything on me that would have prevented it, but in any case, whatever, man. The fight was, it was so under control that I wasn't concerned whether I was going to get the armor shatter on him or not. So that is that. And pull up to Mordo here, the I don't know what I don't even know what you call these guys. They're not really mini bosses. They're like end of path, end of section minis or something. I don't know, man, but they're not quite mini bosses. In any case, fighting against this Mordo, using Void, I popped a an invulnerability boost just because I had one that was expiring, and I figured this guy's got some power gain nodes. This could be rough. I faced plenty of Mordos in my time where you just could not prevent him from getting an L3, even with pretty good power control champion like Void here. So this Mordo, anytime that you're not close to him, if you're outside of striking distance, he actually gains a power gain buff. And again, that's why I wanted to pop that boost. If he didn't have that, I would have just said, no, I'll be fine. I can shut down his power well enough. But in any case, I've got 2 Petrifies up at this point, so he's not gaining any power anyway. So I just have to be cautious to not get blasted by another special. A little misstep at the start of the fight definitely threw me for a loop. But yeah, my evade timing was just a little bit off on that one. But for the rest of this fight, playing it clean, just really letting the debuffs do their thing, making sure that I keep applying those, of course. It is so nice getting to play these champions without having suicides on. Definitely missed them when I was grinding the arena, but oh man, it is definitely enjoyable to not have suicides on when playing champions like Void and just getting to be free with your special. Same thing with Medusa and all that. So there we go, man. Mordo's down. 6 fights this war, 6 up, 6 down. Easy stuff. And that is it for my contributions to this war. We did lose this war, so now we are 1-1 for the season. Congrats to ISO8A, and thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care.